Since their invention, X-rays have revolutionized medicine, offering a jaw-dropping glimpse into the unexpected. Beyond diagnosing illnesses, they sometimes reveal the unimaginable, objects hidden within the human body that leave even doctors speechless. From a nail lodged in the brain to a grenade sitting in a stomach, here are 10 of the most bizarre things ever discovered by X-rays. Let's dive in. Number 10. A cell phone. Hidden inside. Contraband smuggling is a common problem in prisons, with inmates often attempting to sneak in cigarettes, money, and illegal substances to sell inside. Security guards are well aware of this issue and are always prepared to thoroughly inspect incoming prisoners. One of their most effective tools is using X-rays to check for hidden items beneath the skin or elsewhere in the body. This brings us to a striking example from a Salvadoran prison, where an inmate was caught trying to smuggle a cell phone inside his colon. It's a shocking reminder of the extreme lengths some will go to in order to stay connected. Number 9. Bottle in the stomach. In China, a man arrived at the hospital complaining of severe stomach pain, so intense that his family or friends had insisted he get medical help. When doctors began examining him, he claimed not to know the source of his discomfort. However, the X-rays soon revealed the shocking truth. An entire bottle was lodged in his stomach. How it got there? We'll leave that to your imagination. But the story doesn't end there. In a desperate attempt to remove the bottle, he had tried using wires, which only worsened his injuries. It's one of those unbelievable tales that only an X-ray could confirm. Number 8. Nail gun nightmare. Dante, a 24-year-old man from Chicago, became the center of attention after a shocking discovery during a visit to the doctor. He had gone in complaining of nausea and a headache, only to learn through an X-ray that the real cause was a nail embedded in his head, just centimeters from the area of his brain responsible for motor functions. The incident had happened the day before while Dante was working in his workshop, where he accidentally shot a nail gun near his head. At the time, he felt no pain and saw no visible injuries, so he thought little of it. It wasn't until the following day that he started experiencing stomach and head pain. Fortunately, after a 2-hour surgery, doctors were able to remove the nail from his brain, narrowly preventing a fatal outcome. Number 7. A bathroom emergency gone wrong. When you're dealing with a severe case of diarrhea, the last thing you want is to leave the bathroom fearing a disaster. But instead of going to the doctor, one man in the United States thought he had a genius solution. Why not insert a massive cannonball as a suppository to avoid future bathroom trips? Naturally, things didn't go as planned. The cannonball didn't solve his problem, and the man ended up having to go to the doctor anyway, not only for his diarrhea, but also to have the cannonball removed. To make matters even more complicated, an entire SWAT bomb squad had to be called in to ensure the cannonball didn't explode during the operation. The real question now, do you think insurance will cover that? Number 6. Scissors left in stomach. Skinner, a 69-year-old woman from Sydney, received a horrifying surprise months after undergoing surgery to remove her colon. Despite the surgery, she continued to experience severe abdominal pain, leading her to return to the hospital to find the cause. The shocking revelation came when an X-ray showed surgical scissors clearly visible inside her stomach. This incident occurred in 2011, but it wasn't until October 2012 that doctors were finally able to remove the 17-centimeter scissors. Imagine the nightmare of knowing you have scissors inside your stomach and having to wait for years before they could be safely removed. What a horrific ordeal this woman endured. Number 5. Light bulb in the wrong place. In cartoons, a light bulb often appears above someone's head to show they've had a brilliant idea. But for one man in Pakistan, that light bulb ended up in a much darker, more painful place, his large intestine. Thinking it was a good idea at the time, he inserted a light bulb into his body, which soon led to an emergency room visit. The real risk? Potential internal bleeding if the bulb were to break. But perhaps the hardest part came later, explaining to his boss and co-workers why he'd be missing work for a few days due to a light bulb stuck in, well, a very unfortunate spot. Number 4. The wedding ring. Evans found herself in one of those dreams that felt far too real, fighting off criminals with her husband, Bobby, inside a moving train. In the dream, Bobby urgently told her to swallow her wedding ring to protect it from the criminals. The next day, Evans was shocked to find that her wedding ring had disappeared from her finger. The answer quickly became clear, and she and Bobby laughed for several minutes before rushing to the emergency room. An X-ray revealed the ring was lodged inside her stomach. Fortunately, doctors decided to perform surgery to remove it, as it had begun causing her stomach pains. Evans was grateful for this decision, knowing that letting the ring pass naturally could have been a traumatic experience. Honestly, after that ordeal, she probably wouldn't have wanted to wear it again. Number 3. The bizarre dumbbell. Some people take their fitness routine so seriously that they even dream about training, but one man from Brazil took it to an extreme no one could have imagined. After enduring severe stomach pain, nausea, and an inability to go to the bathroom, it was discovered that he had a dumbbell stuck in his intestines. Out of embarrassment, he waited 2 days before seeking medical help, by which time the pain had become unbearable. Fortunately, doctors were able to remove the 20-centimeter-long dumbbell through surgery. Let's just hope he doesn't repeat this mistake. And seriously, how is it that so many people don't understand the importance of fiber? Although in this case, we're pretty sure fiber wasn't the issue. Number 2. The SpongeBob toy incident. We all know SpongeBob lives in a pineapple under the sea, but in this unusual case, he ended up in a much more uncomfortable place: the stomach of a 1.5-year-old baby in Saudi Arabia. The toddler had accidentally swallowed his beloved SpongeBob keychain, which wasn't too happy with its new home. The baby soon began experiencing severe stomach pain, and when his parents realized the keychain was missing, they rushed him to the emergency room. An X-ray quickly confirmed the source of the pain, showing the SpongeBob character lodged in the baby's esophagus. After performing several tests, doctors were able to remove the toy using a probe, avoiding surgery. Thankfully, the little one made a full recovery and was able to go home the same day without any serious complications. Number 1. The 20-centimeter knife scare. Green Paisley from Glasgow, United Kingdom, became worried when her dog, Macy, began making strange squeaking noises. She suspected that Macy had swallowed a rubber duck and rushed her to the vet for help. However, the situation was far more alarming than she imagined. After performing X-rays, the veterinarians discovered that Macy had actually swallowed a 20-centimeter-long kitchen knife. Fortunately, Macy had swallowed the knife by the handle, preventing the blade from puncturing her stomach, which could have been fatal. In fact, the tip of the knife was still lodged in her throat. Without wasting any time, the veterinarians performed surgery to remove the dangerous object.